The wine industry is pretty concerned about the impacts of future climate change on areas like the Barossa and everywhere else. A number of people say that the wine industry is the canary in the coal mine, so a good indicator of what might happen in future climate change. This is part of a Wine Australia SARDI funded project trying to quantify the impacts of less winter-spring rainfall on vine performance. The reason we're doing this is if we look at the climate projections, areas like this into the future are going to experience less winter-spring rainfall as well as warmer temperatures. So what we're doing here is, as you can see, we've got these rain-out shelters to exclude all winter-spring rainfall. But then under these shelters we can simulate different levels of winter-spring rainfall, either as rainfall with the sprinklers you may be able to see, or through drip irrigation. Some of the other work we're doing is in the Riverland. We're looking at the effectiveness of trying to drop nighttime temperatures in vineyards through evaporative cooling. We feel that it's the hot nights during the heat waves that perhaps do the damage to yield and quality. We have some other work alongside here where we're actually simulating warmer growing conditions during the growing season and also through the winter by artificially heating grapevines. I guess one of the really pleasing things about all this work we're doing with the industry is there's very good industry support for all the work we're doing in terms of trying to develop adaptive management strategies. We're already seeing a lot of that right across Australia in terms of growers improving their vineyard management to adapt to climate change. We see here in the Barossa, for instance, that growers have adopted improved irrigation management strategies such as the need to top up profiles with water prior to bud burst. All the work we're doing is trying to improve our ability to adapt to future climate change. But I guess we always need to remember at the end of it, how much adaptive capacity have we got? How much inbuilt resilience have we got in the system? The work we're doing is probably going to give growers enough adaptive capacity for the next 10, 20 years. But if we look further out over the horizon, we really do need to start to think about how we might be managing vineyards in the Barossa, McClarn Vale, the Yarra Valley, everywhere else, 50, 70, 100 years out. If we look at the worst case scenarios, the climate that we'll be growing grapes under in 100 years' time is going to be totally different to what the conditions we're growing grapes under now.